Today I browsed around Goodwill and I found a blank sweatshirt for $4.99. It honestly doesn't get any better than this, so I decided to purchase it and upcycle it. I went back and forth so many times on what design to put on this sweater. I made this design in Canva and digitized it in Hatch. This teeny gray piece makes the flash drive compatible with my MacBook. I split this design into 2 files. The absolute first step would be to turn on your embroidery machine, of course. Now, I'm pretty sure any flash drive will work, but I'm gonna link this one in my bio just for convenience. Okay, now it's time to hoop the sweatshirt. I try my best to use this grid to make sure it's in the middle. The stabilizer I'm using is a lot smaller than my hoop, so I had to improvise. Don't forget to tighten your hoop. Now it's time to attach it to the machine. Since the sweater is turned on its side, I also need to rotate the design. People are always asking me how I line up the multi-hooping files, and I always respond that it's literally just trial and error. I've noticed that embroidering words with the multi-hooping file is a lot easier than embroidering something like flowers, because the flower petals have to perfectly line up with the stem, which is a lot harder than I expected it to be. The embroidery machine screen is not in view, but it is prompting me to change the thread colors. Because the flower petals are so small, it really only takes a minute or so to go through one thread color. If you're looking for a slower version of how to thread your embroidery machine, that can be located in my embroidery playlist. Also, no question is a dumb question, so please ask anything and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So now that the flower petals have finished embroidering, it's time to embroider the stem. I think I have like 5 different greens, so it was really hard to make a decision, but I went with this like forest green vibe because I really just felt like it made the color of the sweatshirt pop. Okay, so the first file has finally finished embroidering, and now it's time to locate the second file. Just like before, we're going to rotate it on its left side or the right side, depending on the way you hooped your sweater. Okay, so now I'm going to move the hoop to the second set of prongs. I probably should have explained this earlier, but it's really never too late. I have the Brother PE 550D and I have a 4x4 embroidery machine hoop. Luckily, we have the ability to split a larger design into multiple 4x4 files. So in this instance, there's only 2. I split it right down the middle. To ensure that things line up, there are a couple of steps you can take. The most obvious would be to turn on the registration marks inside of the embroidery digitizing software. But I honestly cannot be bothered with that, so I just sort of wing it. But before I even pressed the green button, I made sure that the needle